So awesome. Okay. One other thing that I wanted your feedback on, and this one is a little bit, you might call it controversial. So I got this message, and I'm going to pull it up here on the screen real quick here. So, as I was trying to say, I'll start over, but I got this message from someone on my YouTube, one of my YouTube videos. And they were super frustrated. They were telling their story, and they said, hey, can you please get this story out? They finished first in Expert League. Instead of being promoted to Master League and a store full of options, they were relegated to Adept League. 30 minutes later, they were somehow in Apprentice League with almost nothing to use their hard-earned credits on. Some players got some emergency field rations. Some got almost nothing. And they're apparently aware that this happened in 3 other alliances. This was the first time I'd actually heard of it. But the frustrating part for them is they had to work all their way back up, which is super frustrating. So I guess number one, I'd like to get the word out about this. Just share it with you all so you can then share this out as well. But I also wanted to have a discussion with you about this because when you know, back in the day, now this goes back a little ways, but back in the day, if you all were here long enough, you'll remember this, but we used to have it where every single patch that dropped, every single update, they had to give out some kind of pack, like some compensation, because every single time, you know, they had a crash. And it was frustrating. You had times when you couldn't play the game. For example, do you remember when we had the Forbidden Tech fiasco where when you put Forbidden Tech on a ship, it basically crashed your game? Scopely should have corrected this. I haven't heard anything retro. This is just from a comment someone made. So I'm hoping it's fixed by now. But my question to you all is, right now, it seems like it seems to me that what Scopely has done is they've gone away from let's fix the problem and correct it for the players right away to let's give you this compensation of these emergency field rations, kind of to placate the tempers of the community until they can fix it. And while I appreciate that, I wonder if it's enough. I oftentimes, when we get a compensation chest for a royal screw up, I honestly wonder, is this enough? And if not, what should Scopely do? My thoughts are, you can't fix ration that enough. I don't disagree with you, Voltron. But I was trying to put myself in their shoes, and I'm like, I would be so frustrated if we worked so hard. Number one, though, I think that they need to have better communication. And we keep talking about that, but number one, I think better communication has got to rule. They've got to say, this is a screw up. We want to let everyone know this is a problem. We're going to fix it. We're going to make it right. Until then, here is something to make you feel better. They were bought, so it seems there were some customer service changes. Guessing. Could be. To be honest, sounds like support being support versus working with Hammy or Polly. CMS can only do so much, but more than random support actions. Yeah. And Hammy or Polly can only be around, like, they're individuals. I'm sure they have a lot of other things they have to work on too. And I'm not saying this isn't important, but how many of these messages could they get a day? I think you got to have a better support staff, I guess. Give them store back and fix rank. Yep. They've got to make it right. So the question in my mind is, yeah, they definitely need to do that. So I just feel like there's things that Scopely could and should do better. that when stuff like this happens, the players don't feel like left in the dark. They don't feel screwed over. And I don't know what functionality that their systems have, but I think they should make it right. They need to fix the problem. But a compensation chest that is so small just seems... I mean, the person or the people that got 6,000. It's weird that some got 6,000, some got 2. Most who submitted a ticket got 200. That's just stupid. Not even enough to do one daily reward chip. So what do you all feel like if this were to happen to you? What would you expect to happen on day one? And ultimately, you would expect it to be fixed. Do you remember? Were you here when the Mantis came out? People spent actual money to buy the Mantis ship, and then you couldn't use the Mantis in Mantis space, whatever that's called. I thought that was just absurd. Like you couldn't, and I don't think they ever got. I don't think that they ever sent out a compensation package for that. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But people bought the Mantis ship. I don't think they ever sent out, this compensation chest. And this was before field rations, but they didn't fix it, or they didn't fix it right away. It took months. Okay, Voltron, you're remembering no comp, same as me. Okay, I didn't actually buy the ship, but I think the danger here is what you're saying, Voltron. You would expect a lot of quitting. The problem isn't the people that complain, I think. I think it's the people that quietly quit. The people that say, you know what, this is screwed up, this is jacked up, I expect better from a game, and just quietly leave. So that's what worries me. So anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Get your thoughts, and get this message out. I think making a video about this would be appropriate, even if it's a short one. But yeah, I think there has to be immediate communication. They've got to give something that's appropriate to tide them over, to make them feel better, and they've got to fix it. It's just you get in their shoes, and it's just super frustrating. So if you have any suggestions other than those things, feel free to throw that in chat here and let me know your thoughts. I think I will make a video out of this and just kind of get the word out, just to remind Scopely that, hey, you know what, your compensation isn't what it needs to be, communication isn't what it needs to be, and it needs to be fixed. So when I got this, it just kind of floored me, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, that sucks. Knowing that I, as an individual, don't feel like I have the power to change Scopely's mind, but maybe us as a community can kind of tell them, you know what, let's reevaluate this. Let's reevaluate this. When there was a big problem with tearing up and relegating, they did put out a message, corrected it, and sent comp. I remember that. Yep. Mantis issue is why I'm hesitant on buying ships. Yeah, you just wonder if something you're going to buy is going to be even useful, huh? I go straight to VIP to have it fixed. And that's the thing, Retro. Like, I don't know that everyone has contact to the VIP channel or someone in their alliance that has the VIP. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, what does the everyday player do? I wonder. You know what I mean? I have visited my alliance, get a lot of content creators behind this. Yeah, let's get the word out. I think maybe I'll send this out and just say, hey, I made a video, so and so and so and so. Please make sure that that the community is listening to this. I think you should contact a person to find out when this happened, if it's ever been fixed. I agree. I will follow up with them. You timed it just right, Lloyd. You timed it just right. We had a problem with the audio, so hopefully that is not too loud, everyone. But yeah, Lloyd, I'm just kind of sharing a message I got on YouTube and how, like, floored I was when I got it, and I was like, oh crap, that sucks. That sucks. Lucky to have a VIP or two. Yeah. Someone on the server should have a VIP that can help. Yeah, I'll reach back out to him for sure, just to make sure. Bomb diggity, that's funny. Why not ask for $100? Get yourself a free pack. Monetize that sucker. Be careful, Bomb diggity. You're gonna start sounding like a Scopely monetizing everything. I'm just kidding. But yeah, okay. So there's the message. I'll try and work what I can on my end, but I think not just this issue, which certainly I'm hoping it's been resolved by now. But I'm hoping that we as a community, and we're small here in this stream. I know I would love to grow the numbers here, as I told you before, so we can do more giveaways and do more fun things with you all. But I'm hoping that this can be a general reminder to everyone that we keep reminding Scopely through content creators, and if we have to push it to bigger content creators that have more connections, or to VIPs, or whatever we have to do to get the word out, that we continue to push Scopely on better communication, more appropriate and consistent. I mean, if we have someone's getting 200 of these field rations and someone's getting 6,000, there's something wrong with that, Scopely. But more consistent compensation and fixes. Let's not have the Mantis ever happen again to anyone, Scopely. So my mission is just to fight for you all. So hopefully that's the way that this message comes across. So anyways, I'll try and see what I can figure out. I'll message them. All right. Heavy stuff, but just something I felt like, you know what, this really sucks. I need to at least take every opportunity I can to get the message out about that. So I'm sure that they are super duper frustrated.